खाने के 10 मिनट बाद आप क्या करते हो? Most of us sit down और बैठ के फोन उठाते हैं. Maybe even take a short nap because that post-meal drowsiness feels natural. But right now, if you have eaten in the last 30 minutes, something is happening inside your arteries that most people will live and die without knowing about. Something invisible, something painless, and happening after every single meal. I'm a vascular surgeon and I see where this journey ends, in the operation theater with blocked arteries and damaged legs. Today I want to show you where it all begins. क्योंकि damage hospital में start नहीं होता, it starts at your dining table. In the next 8 minutes, here's exactly what we are going to cover. You will understand what is physically happening inside your arteries within 10 minutes of eating. You will learn why this is not just a diabetic's problem. Even people with normal blood sugar are affected. And I'll show you one hack which takes 10 minutes and studies have shown that it works also. In some cases, it may be better than a common medicine that you can take. So let's start with what's happening inside your body right now. The moment you finish a meal, especially one with rice, roti, dal, bread or any carbohydrates, glucose floods into your bloodstream fast within 10 to 15 minutes. Think of your bloodstream like a highway. Normally traffic flows smoothly, but after a meal, it's like rush hour, bumper to bumper, everywhere at once. Your pancreas, the organ which is behind your stomach, detects this surge and immediately releases insulin. What is insulin's job? Get that glucose off the highway and into your cells. So when you are sitting there feeling full and content, internally a storm is unfolding. And here's a number that is really shocking. Research published in Nature Metabolism found that an average person, diabetic or not, experiences over 4,000 blood sugar spikes every single year. 4,000 times a year. Your body takes a hit. And most of us absolutely have no idea. Now you might be thinking, okay doctor, blood sugar going up after eating, that's normal, right? That's how the body should work. Yes, but here is what is not normal. What that spike is quietly doing to the wall of your arteries. Inside every artery in your body is a delicate inner lining called the endothelium. When it's healthy, blood flows freely. No resistance, no problems. But when blood sugar rises rapidly, those glucose molecules in high concentration act like sandpaper, scraping, scratching, damaging that delicate lining every time. This triggers oxidative stress. The artery wall becomes inflamed, reactive and stiff. And when this is repeated meal after meal, year after year, this can be the reason why atherosclerotic plaques develop. A 2023 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that repeated post-meal spikes were independently linked to a 34% increased risk of cardiovascular events, even in people without diabetes. So ये सिर्फ diabetes की problem नहीं है. If you eat, and I assume we all do, this process might be happening to you. I see the end result in my operation theater every day. Arteries that have been quietly scarring for decades, and most patients had no warning, no symptom until the blockage caused major trouble. But here is what I genuinely want you all to understand. This damage is not inevitable. There is something you can do about it, and the biology behind it is absolutely fascinating. Your muscles are not just for lifting weights or climbing stairs. They are the largest glucose absorbing system in your entire body, and they have a hidden superpower that most people, including many doctors, have never discussed with their patients. Inside your muscle cells are special transporters called as the GLUT4 or glucose transporter type 4. Think of them as microscopic doors. Normally these doors only open when insulin comes and knocks. But when your muscles contract, when they move, these GLUT4 doors open on their own without needing insulin. An enzyme called as AMPK, your body's cellular energy sensor, activates the moment you start moving. It sends an emergency signal, we need fuel right now. And suddenly, GLUT4 transporters flood to the surface of muscle cells, pulling glucose directly out of your bloodstream. No extra insulin, no pancreatic stress, no arterial damage. Studies have confirmed that muscle movement can reduce post-meal blood sugar by up to 50%. And the beautiful part, you don't need intense exercise. A gentle casual walk is enough. We have one video about what measures you can take to reduce your glucose spikes. Have a look at this video too. Now, I understand. आधे लोग कहेंगे डॉक्टर मैं तो सुबह वॉक करने जाता हूँ, isn't that enough? Honestly, it depends on what you're trying to achieve. Morning walks are excellent. They help with cardiovascular fitness, reducing your stress, mental clarity, and I'm sure most of us should do that. But think about it logically. Problem क्या है जब आप खाते हो lunch पे, dinner पे, a morning walk cannot undo a blood sugar spike that happens at 10 p.m. after your dinner. So, morning walk is good for your general health, but post-meal walk, it's a targeted strategy to help you with improving your vascular health. But here, timing is everything. You need to start within 15 minutes of finishing your meal. If you wait for 30 minutes, the spike has already peaked. The damage is already happening. You are mopping the floor while the tap is still running. And please, this doesn't have to be a power walk. You're not training for anything. Even walking slowly around your house, even marching in place in your kitchen, your muscles just need to contract. That's all it takes. Now let's talk why this matters beyond today's meal. A 5-year study in the Lancet Healthy Longevity tracked thousands of adults and found that those who walked just 10 to 12 minutes after each meal had a 28% lower risk of type 2 diabetes and a 22% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Not from a drug, not from surgery, but from a habit. Researchers call this as metabolic compounding. Small actions repeated consistently, building enormous health dividends over time, like compound interest for your arteries. So every post-meal walk you take is a direct message to every blood vessel in your body. I am protecting you today. So remember that the damage doesn't start in the hospital and neither does the protection. So here's my prescription as a vascular surgeon. After your next meal, lunch, dinner, or even after your snacks, get up and walk gently for just 10 minutes and do that within 15 minutes of finishing eating. That's it. No equipment, no cost, just movement. Start tonight. Your arteries are already doing their job. If you found this video useful, share it with someone who needs to hear this.